Hi everyone, it's me Giovanni, and something happened this morning, and when I woke up, my tablet was off. I turned it back on, went to YouTube. It was frozen. Then it went back to the main screen, and well, sometimes when this happens, when I try to go back to YouTube, it just automatically goes back to the main screen after like a second of trying to load into YouTube. It kind of bothers me. But anyway, now yesterday when I saw this video, especially some other videos that I heard about, like Linkybox was banned from Roblox. I mean, TikTok. Brain rot is ruining Gen Alpha. And this morning, Gen Alpha is already doomed. So, and when yesterday I was talking about the news, I was thinking about him again because of this that I saw, and wanted to talk about. Now, people have already talked about Generation Alpha, and if people were not aware about Generation Alpha, my God. So basically, Generation Alpha is basically kids that are born from 2010 or 2012 to today. And, well, Gen Alpha is mostly ruined by brain rotting and Roblox, probably. I don't blame people for saying these things. I really can't. Because, honestly, I thought to myself, especially about Think Noodles, about what he's doing. Because he's still playing horror games. So I'm not even gonna bother looking. I just know. I am glad that Linkybox is banned from Roblox. I mean, TikTok. I just want to say that I'm just glad that I don't play Roblox anymore, even though the app is still on my tablet and phone. But I don't use it anymore. I don't use it, and it's mostly because of how bored I was of it, especially how with certain games, Roblox games, having way too much stuff in them, and loading is like really slow and lagging, and it just freezes and resets and goes back to your main screen. I don't know what to say about it. And I completely understand about the whole brain rot thing. Especially since, similar to Generation Alpha, people have also been talking about that before. And I don't blame them. I really do not blame them, especially about Cocomelon, Digital Circus, and Skibidi Toilet. My God. Do people even realize that these things are random, weird, and cringy as hell? They are so bad that I wish they never existed. Thankfully, I wasn't born in this generation that we have. Because to be frank, I'm never part of a community. I'm never part of anything, and I'm never part of a generation. I'm just born a person, an individual who's just trying to live their life, but for some reason, I find myself either drawn to certain people who I want to like, who I can relate to, especially about if I feel about someone or something in my life. But you know about the news? I just want him to go back to his old self. And many of his old fans actually are getting upset with him. He's a grown adult man in his 40s, his mid-40s. And he's reacting to Skibbity Toilet, playing horror games that are made for kids. What is this? It's a good thing I wasn't born in Generation Alpha, because if I was, I would die. I would die. What am I saying? I just wish the Noodles never played Roblox. I wish that Roblox never existed. I know that's harsh for me to say, but I really don't care anymore. I don't care about anything else anymore. I just want the Noodles to go back to his old self. I still think about that. And when I do, I want to say something. It bothers me a lot. His behavior and attitude worries me. Sure, he's a nice person, and he still is. He might still be, but him creating his current content is a little underwhelming. It's bizarre. It's uninteresting, boring, and just flat out just brought on by many other people that he's known or heard about. And the fact that he's fallen into the popularity where he's brainwashed by fan bases, it absolutely breaks me. It makes me angry. It makes me upset. It makes me wonder why. Why was I born in this world? Why was anyone infected by this? What's worse is that my stepmom, Karen, she's been getting really sick. She has cancer, and her condition is getting worse. Yesterday my dad told me that Karen can't clean the house anymore. And when I saw her picking up some clothes on the couch, I can see why, because it's almost like she was a frail old lady just trying to do something, but in her weak state, she can barely move or walk. And it made me sad. Especially when I was getting Oreos, and for some reason, I heard her from her bedroom, and she sounded like she was going to throw up at any moment. She was almost going to hurl, but she didn't. But the sounds were just so aggravating. so sickening that I just couldn't help myself but feel sick, hurt that she's suffering like this. I mean, it isn't her fault or anyone else's. It's just that she suffered cancer before, and even though she recovered from it, it came back to bite her in the ass. And it also worried me. She's getting worse. She didn't want to get treatment anymore because it wasn't working out for her. She was just feeling pain in her body. Sometimes I heard her crying, and that also worries me. And she just wants to die. I completely understand. But at the same time, I just can't stand the fact that she's crying and suffering like this. Until she dies, everything will be fine. I hope. Anyway, I just spoke to my friend Katie on Twitter, and I'm still thinking about the needles. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if anyone wants to say anything in the comments, because I'm probably gonna turn them off anyway to avoid negative, stupid, and Turkish people, complete strangers who don't know anything about me, to say anything. I also don't know why I think Noodles had the friends that he has now. I want to be his friend. At least I would actually care about him. I actually want him to be a person who wants to do different things. Probably. Not a similar thing like many others, because he's fallen into that. Because if this is what he does, if this is what many people do, especially to be popular, then I don't want to be a part of it. I'm never a part of these things. And you want to know why? I'm different. I want to be normal. But at the same time, I want to be different. Everyone's different. Everyone's a normal person. But at the same time, I just can't stand people being forced to do these things and be manipulated by them. Especially into popularity. It was already March. It's already March, and we still have a long month to go until the next one. I just hope that 2024 gets better, because if it doesn't, well, it would be nothing now. Oh, and also, since Piggy was released in Roblox on January, the first month to start the year, it makes total sense. It makes sense. And I'm glad that it's dead. It's rumored to have a continuation, but I don't think that's possible. I hate it. Oh, and iBallistic Squid is gonna do a final quest in the Shady Oaks SMP. If that's the final video of the S&P, then I just wanted to die. Everything. Okay, see you in the next video. Sorry. Bye.